Welcome guys to another video. In this video we're going to be learning about logarithmic and exponential equations, and we're going to learn how to solve these different equations. Okay, so let's get started. So let's say we have this equation here, log of 2 x minus 1 equals 3. Okay, so alright, so what do we know about logarithms? Okay, so we of course know that this x minus 1 here is going to be the domain of our function. What does the domain mean? So in logarithms, the domain basically tells us that we need to find an x value that qualifies in the domain. Okay, so what do I even mean by that? So we have x minus 1. So this whole thing, the thing in the parentheses, the value in the parentheses, has to be a value that's greater than 0. So we plus 1 here, and then we have x has to be greater than 1. Because if we have a 1 there, now it's going to give us 1 minus 1. That's going to be 0. And we cannot have a value here that is less than or equal to 0. We have to have it that's greater than 0. So of course, if, for example, if we get a value of 1 as x, 1 minus 1 is 0, and we can't have that. If we get negative 1, it's also like negative 2, and that's less than 0, and we cannot have a value that's less than or equal to 0. So we have to have a value here that's greater. The x that we're going to solve for has to be greater than 1. Okay, so that's going to be our domain. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be our domain. So whatever you solve for, whatever x value you get, it has to be greater than 1. If it is not greater than 1, if it's less than 1, then that value is going to be, that solution is going to be an extraneous solution. Okay, it's going to be an extraneous solution. What does an extraneous solution mean? Well, an extraneous solution is just a solution that just is not compatible with the domain. Okay, so I'm going to elaborate on that a little further. We're going to see this in the future problems that we're going to be doing. But okay, so let's just get right into it. So just keep in mind that the domain of this logarithmic equation is x is greater than 1. Okay, all right, so let's see. So here, this equation right here is in this form right here, log BA equals C, and then BC equals A. Okay, so this equation here is log BA equals C. So we need to transform this equation into this equation right here. Okay, so how do we do that? So here we know that we keep the 2 because that's the base, and then we get this C and we put it as the exponent. Okay, so whatever it's in this side, you always put it as the exponent and you keep the base. And then you of course set this equal to x minus 1 because that's the only thing we have left. The A is this right here, and you set it equal to what you have here, right? So 2 to the third is 8. That was a horrible 8. All right, 2 to the third is 8, right? So we have x minus 1, and then we add, right? And then that's going to give us x equals 9. So the solution to this equation, to this logarithmic equation, is x equals 9. This is a very simple problem. Okay, so x equals 9. So remember, the domain is that x has to be greater than 1. Now, is 9 greater than 1? Yes, that is true. So it's correct. So this would actually be a compatible qualifying solution to the domain. So this is an actual solution to this, to this logarithmic equation. Okay guys, so let's take a look at another problem here. Okay, so let's see, we have now ln 3 minus 4x equals 0. So first off, we need to find the domain. Remember, we need to find the domain of this logarithmic equation here. So we have, let's say we have, of course we have negative 4x. Let's just write it in a different way. It has to be greater than 0, as we know, right? So let's just solve for this. Minus 3 divided by negative 4, and x has to be greater than 3 over 4. Okay, so that is the domain that we have gotten for this for this logarithmic equation. Always remember that to find the domain, all you have to do is set this value in the parentheses equal to or no, you have to set this value in the parentheses greater than 0, because we need this value to be greater than 0. So and then you just solve the inequality from there. Okay, so we know that the domain is going to be x has to be greater than 3/4. Okay, that's what we need to look for. Okay, so what is ln? So that's a natural logarithm. So of course we know that the natural logarithm is going to be log of e. Okay, so this is just the same as writing like this. Okay, of course it's equals 0. So remember, go back into what we had before, and we're going to get e0 equals 3 minus 4x, okay, because of the other pattern that we were seeing. Okay, so e to the 0, remember, e is just a number, so any number that you raise to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, so we have 1 here, and we're going to do 1 equals 3 minus 4x minus 3 you get negative 2 equals negative 4x divided by negative 4 divided by negative 4, and x equals 1/2. Okay, so now we're going to see if this is an extraneous solution or if this is a compatible solution to the domain, right? So is this a compatible solution? Okay, so we have x has, okay, so here the x has to be greater than 3/4. So what is 3/4? Well, 3/4 is 0.75, and here this is 0.5. So clearly this is an extraneous solution because 0.5 is not greater than 0.75. 0.75 is actually greater than it. So the x that we just found is less than this. So that means that this is an extraneous solution. Okay, guys, so now let's see if we can look at another equation here. Okay, so let's say we have this equation here, log of 3 2x minus 1, let's put this in parentheses, minus log of 3x plus 3 equals log of 3/4. Okay, so we see that all the bases of the logarithms are the same. It's 3, right? So that makes things a lot simpler because we don't have to convert the base into into the same base, right? Of course, we're going to be stepping up into some problems that we are going to have to do that, but in this case we don't have to. Okay, so let's see. So okay, here we have to go back to the quotient property of logarithms, which is when you are subtracting two logarithms that contain the same base, you are actually going to divide what they have. Okay, so what is it? We have log, so we have log of 3 2x minus log of 3x plus 3. So we actually are dividing these 2x minus 1 divided by x plus 3 equals log of 3/4. Okay, we're going to worry about the domain later once we get the solution. Okay, so don't worry about the domain for now. Of course, you could find the domain in the beginning. Sorry, guys. But in this case, we're going to find it at the end. Okay, so 2x minus 1. Now you just take the logs away. You're just gonna make this be a simple equation. We're gonna multiply on both sides. Okay, and now you would have 2x minus 1 equals 4x plus 12. And then here you just solve for x here. So you do minus 2x negative 1 equals 2x plus 12 minus 12. You get, let's write it here, negative 13 equals 2x, and x would be equal to negative 13 over 2. Okay, so that's the solution we have. Now we just have to find out if this solution that we have right now is compatible with the domain. So let's think about the domain. So the domain here, we have the first domain, this domain right here is going to be 2x minus 1 greater than 0 plus 1. You get x has to be greater than 1/2. Okay, so that's one of the domains. X has to be greater than 1/2. The other domain is simple. It's just x has to be greater than -3. So is this solution here greater than 1/2, and is it greater than -3? Well, from the first time, we can see that it is not greater than 1/2 because it is a negative, and this is a positive 1/2. Okay, so -13/2 is like -6.5, and -6.5 is also less than -3, and it's less than 1/2. Okay, so this means that this equation here is an extraneous, sorry for my awful writing, solution. Alright guys, let's go into the next problem. It's going to be our last problem for today. And let's get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna have ln x squared plus 3 equals ln x plus 2 plus ln 4. Okay, so alright, so we see that all of these logarithms share a common base. So right here we see that they share a common base, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be remembering back into our logarithmic properties. One of them was the product property, where when you have two logarithms with the same base that are adding onto each other, you actually multiply their values. So in here we would multiply x plus 2 and ln 4, which would give you ln 4x plus 8 equals ln x squared plus 3. Okay, now you would forget about the logarithms because they're the same, so you would just solve this like a simple equation. Okay, so 4x plus 8. So since we have an x squared here, we're going to have to turn this into a quadratic so we can solve for it. Okay, so we're going to set this equal to 0. Remember, we set this equal to 0, and then we just, alright, so minus 8 here, minus 8. We're going to get this quadratic. Okay, now, alright, so let's think about this quadratic for a second. Alright, so now we're going to solve this quadratic here. Alright, so let's think about this. We have x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay, so we're going to go back to factoring. A equals 1, b equals -4, c equals -5. We have -5. Okay, so 1 times, for example, -5 is -5, right? So let's have x squared plus 1x minus 5x minus 5. Let's factor by grouping here, and we're going to have x plus 1, -5, and x plus 1. Alright, so we know that these are the factors, so it's going to be x equals 5 and x equals -1, right? So now we have to find out which of these two are basically, which of these two are extraneous. Okay, so let's go into the domain. Okay, so let's try to find out the domain. So here we have domain. Alright, so the x squared plus 3, since it's x squared, all we really have to do is it actually doesn't have to be anything. We really just have to skip this because, really think about it. If you do, for example, -3 squared, that's going to give you 9 plus 3, and that's going to be a positive number that's greater than 0, right? So no matter what number you put into these, into this x squared, you are going to get a positive number at the end. Okay, So we're just going to skip over this one. The one that really matters is this one right here, x plus 2. Okay, so we have x plus 2. That's just going to be x has to be greater than negative 2. Okay, so let's go back into our solutions here. Zoom in for a bit. All right, so let's write our domain here. Our domain has to be greater than negative 2. X equals 5 and x equals negative 1. Well, which one is greater than negative 2? Well, x equals 5 is definitely greater than negative 2, right? Hold on. This one is definitely greater than negative 2. So, of course, x equals 5 is going to be a solution. But now let's look at x equals negative 1. And x equals negative 1, well, not so much. This right here is going to be an extraneous solution.